What's going on, guys? Spiteful is back again, coming at you with a character review. So keep in mind that this character does not require raid material because she is a seasonal character. All my percentages are taken from Brave Souls, FYI. I'll leave a link down below, and let's get right into it, shall we? Special move, area of effect, Blast Zone uses defense jewels, so keep that in mind. It does not require raid material. Yeah, none of her stuff requires raid material, but I'll go over exactly what you need for these skills. So, increased normal attack damage equals, well, the bruiser percentage is 20%, which is not bad. She is a ranged character, so keep that in mind. Requires stamina jewels for that. Her sprinter requires attack jewels. And as you can see, you can level her up to 150 with no problems. Increased normal attack damage by 40%. Increase special move damage by 30%, and adrenaline, which is amazing. Increase normal attack speed by 20%, which is actually really good. Requires spiritual pressure jewels, and yeah, and she also requires stamina jewels to level up. So keep that in mind when you're maxing her out, and yeah, let's move into it. Alright, so the reason I didn't really want to do this character review is only because like, to be honest, she's a seasonal character, 3% rates, 1 out of 4, I believe. So it was just like, if you have her, you already know how good she is. And so let's just move on, right? Strong attack cooldown by 50%. Wish I could have like the other 14%, you know, because I like to be broken. But it is what it is. Increased spiritual pressure by 48%. Wish I had I wish I had better accessories. But let's just get right into it. And now keep in mind that she does have pretty good range. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Where are these enemies? 1, 2, 3. Alright. So hitting for about like 1200, like 1300, 1500. Alright. She has a bigger multiplier on her third skill, on her third attack, it seems. Yeah, much bigger multiplier. By about 1300 to 1500. No, it's not. That's actually not too crazy. But she does have killer advantage, so keep in mind when we're doing this. 2200. 1600, 1700, drags them all the way across the map. So, like, one of her main points on why she's really good is she has crazy good crowd control. Look at this. In 4 seconds, she is already knocking people back and back and back and back and back. So she's definitely going to be a major contender for being the people's first level 200. I know personally Unlucky and Sid are going to be working on those. So I'm probably going to be working on Dangai first. If not, I would be working on her, but I think we're gonna need plenty of level 200s for extreme co-op. I think I'm gonna be working on Fullbring Ichigo first, and then I'll be working on Dangai Ichigo. If those pearls are maxable, like, I mean, if those pearls are like fully farmable, you can expect me to have like at least 2 level 200s if it's feasible. If it's feasible being the primary answer, because I have like 1200 XP crystals, and I really would love to max out as many characters as I can before extreme co-op. But you know, Fullbring Ichigo has to take priority, because what were you telling me again? Oh yeah, because I'm too busy jerking his yeah. So let's move on. Boom boom boom. Just knock him across the entire map. Like, it's pretty damn good, honestly. So crits for like 2500, hits several times. Just crit. Like, oh, she's so good, man. 2000. Like, I wish I could tell exactly like how many hits it does. Oh, that I can see. So I'll slow that down just so you can see how many hits that is. With at least 4 or 5, but she gets to drag them across the entire map, which is so good for crowd control. She's definitely my most favorite healer in terms of like crowd control and pretty much anything. And she heals for a large amount too. That and her being cooldown reduction is just like ridiculous, man. Like, I thought I felt special having like 120% stamina without chappies, but like with this, it's just like, well, let me find out, you know. Me personally, I would be running her with how much stamina would I have? It's like 60%, 80, 140% into 180% stamina with a Hojiku Sai, with a Captain's Robe, and a Ducky. Actually, I have 2 blue ducks. Look at that damage. She crits a good amount, but as you can see, she's not critting very often. So like, I'm probably gonna be keeping her duck with her. Like keeping a duck with her just so that she's really, really tanky. Alright, just knocking across the entire thing, yeah. So she's so good though. Alright, so we're just gonna skip to the boss and let's not waste any more time. You've already seen how much damage she does with a cooldown reduction. It's not bad damage at all. Not bad crowd control. And let's just go. Alright, we're at the boss. Let's use our special, shall we? You can see it doesn't deal massive amounts of damage. It's more of a crowd control skill than anything. Yeah, so that King pretty much took care of it on his own. Yeah, overall her strong attack recharge time build is really good, but keep in mind that she is a support character. Me personally would only be using her as a healer and crowd control character. And let's move on to her strong attack damage build, and then we'll move on to a NAD type build. Alright, back with the strong attack damage build, so pretty much just changing out the 50% cooldown reduction for 70% strong attack damage and 12% strong attack cooldown. 48% spiritual pressure. Wish I had better. And let's move on. Alright, let's just use your game night. Alright, so your name is Game Night for the freaking plants. I actually feel really bad about that. Alright, so let's move on. About 2,500 and wow, okay. 3,800, holy crap, okay. Wow. Let me just throw you across the entire map. Why don't... Yeah, let's do that, right? The damage looks so good, too. Maybe I should heal. And then, like, knock you guys across the entire map. So she guard breaks. Oh man, she is gonna be such a queen in the freaking extreme co-op. Now, I'm actually concerned about this extreme co-op because it looks like we're getting another power attribute extreme co-op on JP. So I don't know if they're trying to like recycle it already. I was expecting a technique banner, so everyone had to use red characters. I think that they actually did cross swords with that banner just so that people have a higher chance of getting a healer, like a power healer, just because they're so few and far between unless you're counting Frenzy or Hime, in which case you don't really want to use her ever anyways. You know, mediocre healer and all. Isan is actually not a bad choice. So 4,100 crit, wow. Okay. Not bad damage at all. Knock them all. As you can see, that one didn't deal too much damage, but it is what it is. Like these guys are pretty tanky. Let's see if we can get a good amount of hits in here. Yeah, they should really like implement like a parser or something in here, just so you can damage test better. Alright, so let's just move on to her NAD, shall we? Alright, and we're back with the NAD build. Alright, so we got 120% attack, increased normal attack damage 75%, strong attack cooldown 12%, and status element. We don't really need all that. So Yeah, increase attack by 120%. Let's get right into her damage, right? Alright, so 4k. Wow, she's dealing damage too. Nice. Alright, wow, 6,000. Holy hell, okay. Now don't play games. 6k there. Wow, almost 6,100, man. Yeah, like that multiplier on her third skill is a bit higher, as you can see, like 4,300 crit compared to 6,000 crit. Like, it is kind of hard to line it up so that you can get multiple hits. It does seem like there is some form of splash, which is pretty good. Strong attacks are now 1,200. That's actually still not that bad. 1,300. Okay, that's pretty bad. But like being able to knock back your opponents and then just continue with your NAD string, like being able to do that, that's not bad. And it reaches, so it's like I'm trying to hit both at the same time. As you can see, not very good. But wow. Yeah, it's not bad damage at all. But if you want to go the Chappie route. Me personally, I think that I'd still go the tanky, like strong attack recharge time build. But this isn't a bad build either. But if you want to go on the attack strat. Attack strat? What's wrong with me? The attack build. She's hitting hard. There we go. Oh, come on. That was close. Probably heal. Yeah. You knock him across the entire map, like it's nuts. I do wish that she had more splash on her attacks. Like, I think that would make her even better. Then again, she is like, oh, she's so good though. Like as a character, like guard break on all of her attacks except for her heal, but her heal with strong attack recharge time is like literally one of the best heals in the game. Like it's crazy. Then and she's dealing relatively good damage compared to like other stuff. Like if I put a Hojiku-sai on her, she'd be healing so much, dude. Alright, so let's move on. Alright guys, so normally I do only strong attack recharge damage and normal attack damage, but for this I really wanted to showcase how I would use her in extreme co-op. Now, I would definitely stack as much stamina as possible, stamina 40% on everything, but with the Captain's Robe and the Ducky with 60% additional stamina, we get her to about 2198 health, which is pretty damn beefy. And full strong attack recharge time, you want to pump out that heal as much as possible during the course of the raids. But like if you bring like a Kenny, like a Kenpachi or a Dangai Ichigo, you might be able to just eke right through and not even have to worry about maybe 1 or 2 deaths. And with that, let me know what you guys think about her. Me personally, like I was so happy when I pulled her. I'm still happy that I pulled her. Let me not say it was. So me personally, I would play her with a strong attack recharge time build. I'd mainly use her as a healer, not to really build her up for damage. But yeah, y'all, like I'll leave it at that. Y'all know what it is, guys. Grind on, catch me up, hit me up, stay blessed, y'all. So definitely gonna be looking forward to bringing her to 200. There's several characters that I'm gonna bring to 200. If it's feasible. As of right now, the only 2 characters I care about right now are Dangai Ichigo and Fullbring Ichigo. Blue Kenpachi would be high on my list, but I feel like I want to go for extreme co-op more than progression, because extreme co-op is a very large form of progression. Like I'm hearing people complain about not having hearts, and I'm like dang, I still have like 250, you know, like get to extreme co-op, guys. I want to see y'all there. I want to see y'all progress. It is one of the best ways to progress in this game, and like a lot of people were saying, were wondering how I have so many accessories or how I fuse so many accessories, and extreme co-op's where it's at, and it is what it is, you know. That being said, I love you guys. Stay blessed, y'all, and I wish y'all the best in all the upcoming gachas that are coming up, man. I really do.